So right now in Ukraine, are there fintech, blockchain, what are the developers ahead of there
Yeah.
or in the forefront of?
Yeah, so their strongest verticals are technological verticals, not so much market. And I just want to stress this point. So Ukraine's shortcoming today is a lack of entrepreneurial experience. My shareholder is a fantastic entrepreneur, by the way. I'm so impressed by him, I have to say.
We'll
And
cut that part out,
yeah.
don't worry.
I'm not flattering him. I'm just so impressed. But as far as technology goes and engineering know-how, Ukraine is near the top. So that would be blockchain, that would be computer vision. Let's see, that would be artificial intelligence, that would be Internet of Things. I'm sure I'm missing something, but there are 4 or 5 that we have really strong teams in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fascinating. And what advice would you give to a founder in Ukraine before coming to Silicon Valley? Or advice
Yeah.
you wish if you could pass on any one key thing of knowledge, what would it be?
I suppose I would try to engage in some long distance acclimation. I'd read up. I'd watch a lot of videos, like this video, for instance. I would learn how VCs do business here.
Okay. How do they do them different here than in Ukraine?
And this is a gross generalization.
Okay.
First,
We got time, don't worry.
I would say that typically in that part of the world, businessmen want to control too much. They want to control absolutely everything, their employees, and they're not capable of sharing. They're not interested in sharing. They're afraid of sharing.
Oh.
Now, my shareholder is the exact opposite of that, and that's why he's so unusual. He works through partnership, and that's how he grows his businesses and how he manages risk. As someone who's lived in that part of the world for so long, that is I can tell you that is so unusual. And
Really?
it's so great to have a shareholder like that for our tech innovation park.
So an investor invested in early stage companies, he going to try to acquire 60% of the company? Or when you're saying control it, could you go into a little bit more detail?
Well, there are a number of venture capital firms in Ukraine, and they're good, and they're plugged into Silicon Valley. So I'm not disparaging them at all. There's not enough of them. That's one problem. Not enough angels. But I'm speaking about the founders, the typical businessman. If he's not plugged into the Silicon Valley way of doing things, if he's not trying to get here, not educating himself, and he's just doing business, he just has a new enterprise, often he'll want to control everything. When he sells the company, he'll overprice it. He'll want to sell 100% and make a killing immediately. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a learning curve.
Okay.
Yeah, a cultural learning curve.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is different. How about the presentations, the pitch decks, and that when the companies come here, are they prepared? Or is that something that they have struggles with as well?
Yeah, if they're at Unit City, chances are the pitch decks look pretty good because we have some really talented folks running our accelerators. We've got one gentleman who spent, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years living in New York City.
So there are the international mentors that are coaching.
Yeah, we have those. My pet peeve is that they're too colorful. They're too busy. There's just so much graphic artistry going on. I can't see the words. Yeah.
So with that though, I'd like to give you some time. How can people contact you and tell them last little bit about Unit City?
Right. Well, you'll learn so much more about Unit City by coming, and I know the majority of you aren't going to do that. So there will be a link in which you'll see our shareholder walking around the Tech Innovation Park, and there's English subtitles below, and that'll give you a great sense of what Unit City is all about. Also, if you're interested in the events, and there will be some Ukrainian startups every once in a while at these events, the site to check out is siliconvalleyplanet.com.
Okay. Can you say that one more time?
siliconvalleyplanet.com. And Unit City, unit.cities, the domain name, and there'll be a link showing the actual tour of the territory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can have both those links at the bottom under your bio at siliconvalleysuccesses.com.
There we go.
Wonder how many times we can say Silicon Valley
Yeah,
in a sentence. But with that, would like to thank everyone for watching. Would also like to mention our next guest who will be on the show, Jock, who is a social media expert. He will be talking about using LinkedIn, Facebook, and many other social medias to benefit your startup. So look forward to seeing you at the next episode. Once again, thank you, Matt.
And thank you.
Thank you from all of us at Silicon Valley Successes. We hope you found the information presented today useful in your path to success. For further information on accessing the resources in Silicon Valley, you may visit us on the web at siliconvalleysuccesses.com, on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you. And remember, we want to help you in your journey to become the next success.